And they're talking about the new film called The Target, which is about bullying. Do you want to tell us a bit about it, Giovanna?
Yes, well, as a mental health worker, I was just coming across too many homes where, so many kids were not attending school, and even adults were feeling very anxious about going to work due to bullying issues. And to be honest, I just felt so helpless as a counsellor. Even I know I can help them with their emotions, but the damage has already been done. So I'm like, what could I do to get through to people about bullying and the damaging effects? So because I've got such a strong performing arts background, I'm like, hey, combine everything together. And I decided to make a movie about it.
It's amazing. I'm looking forward to being able to see it. And lots of locals in the area are actually in the movie.
Yeah, well, they're all around Melbourne, but we have got a few from this area as well. And I can't name all the names because I wish my memory was good enough to remember where they all live. But yes, they're from this area as well.
So are you going to give us any teasers about the content of the movie?
Okay, I'll tell you what I can give you. Yes, I will give you something. So basically it's about a woman who says a eulogy at a funeral. And I won't tell you why she's at the funeral, but she's at a funeral. And she's talking about bullying, and she says this big eulogy about it. And while the people are listening to her, they're having flashbacks about their own bullying experiences. So basically it shows how different types of bullying affects different people of different ages. When we think of bullying, we think, oh yeah, it's just for kids at school. No, it's not. It's actually for adults as well. Everybody suffers bullying at some point in their lives, and it's just sometimes it can be so badly mismanaged, and people feel so unheard that we've got too many people hurting themselves over it, and I just don't want that to happen anymore.
Yeah, no, there is definitely bullying at all ages. Especially with the internet nowadays and Facebook, and as well as that there's school and the workplace, and there's always someone.
And Damien actually plays a corporate bully, and it's hard to, if you knew Damien,
bully.
If you know Damien, he does it a little bit too well, I think.
Maybe he was a secret bully once upon a time.
No, it's hard to imagine, but he actually does an amazing job. The thing role, I think he just studied the script and really put himself in that mode. And to be honest, it made us all sick to the stomach, because these are all true stories. Well, most of the stories in the movie are all true stories. So even though I knew what was happening, I wrote it, I put it together, it actually made me physically ill to see certain things happening in the scenes, because I know that somebody really went through that.
So give me an example, like what's something that made you go, oh my God, I can't believe I'm seeing that.
Let's talk about Damien's character, Darren. His name is Darren. He actually is a bully, but he's not a yelly bully. He won't make it obvious. It's smart little remarks or put downs, but it's on the quiet. It's very subtle, but it makes the character feel very intimidated, very worthless, to the point where this guy is not in a good headspace. And the problem is the victim of the bullying has to go to work because he has to survive, and he has to deal with this boss every time. So it really, he publicly humiliates him, I think, is the biggest thing with Damien's character. He just humiliates this person, makes him feel worthless. It's the repetitive thing. Yes. Now, actually, let me talk about Laurie Whitehead, which is the corporate bully victim. And I know we're not supposed to use the word victim because we don't want to victimize people. However, they see themselves as victims, okay? So he actually has tattoos in real life. He looks tough. Like, he looks unbreakable. He looks unhurtable. And that's why I actually chose this actor, because I'm like, yeah, this guy looks tough, but yet he's really broken on the inside due to bullying. So bullying can affect anybody, no matter how much muscles they've got, no matter how many tattoos they've got. Bullying penetrates anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, and you know, like the exterior of what somebody looks like is key.
It's the repetitive thing.
Yes.
Now, actually, let me talk about Laurie Whitehead, which is the corporate bully victim. And I know we're not supposed to use the word victim because we don't want to victimize people. However, they see themselves as victims, okay? So he actually has tattoos in real life. He looks tough. Like, he looks unbreakable. He looks unhurtable. And that's why I actually chose this actor, because I'm like, yeah, this guy looks tough, but yet he's really broken on the inside due to bullying. So bullying can affect anybody, no matter how much muscles they've got, no matter how many tattoos they've got. Bullying penetrates anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, and, you know, like the exterior of what somebody looks like is completely different about what's going on, who they are internally. Yeah. Wow. So you've got I've got here that you've got 120 actors that you needed to manage.
It's cast and crew. So I didn't even realize how big the cast and crew was until I did the credits. I'm typing the credits. I'm like, oh my gosh, when is this ending? And then I'm like, I'm counting it. I'm like, 120 cast and crew, because it's made up of small scenes. I'll give you another. There's also Hannah Brooke. That character is very interesting. She's also a victim of construction site bullying, because she's a female on a construction site, and she actually gets very hurt physically because of a practical joke that the boys do, which has gone way too far. So this teaches what's the difference between we're just mucking around to actually bullying.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to actually see this. So
it's pretty dramatic. Bring tissues.
So it's going to be on TV this week. Is that correct?
No.
Like this,
no.
Giovanna Mercuri, and Giovanna is there's so many titles I can give her, and but she is making inroads within the film. She's got stuff happening on Channel 31. There is shows left, right, and centre. She's been travelling interstate to do things in part of her production company. But not only that, she's working as a psychologist and wonderful things. But I'll introduce her, and she can talk all about herself as well. But I've been I got in contact with Giovanna during the week, and it was just something that I just went, wow. I know that she lives in the city of Melton, and it was just like, what a perfect opportunity for us to have Giovanna on today. So, good evening, Giovanna.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh, I'm so excited. And like, I know we've been Facebooking each other and just, you know, and
yes.
it's like so many people that we know as well, which we haven't met before, but there's so many other connections through either the acting world, through our professional careers, or whatever it is. I know, as people know, that I'm doing this as a volunteer job as well, but this, there's so many, I'm surprised we haven't met before.
Yes,
so.
Me too. Because I was looking at your friend list, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know quite a few people that I know. How on earth are we all connected?
Yeah.
And what's funny is that our friends are from different areas of our life. So it's not just all acting. Some are from the professional, like from my teaching years, and some are from the acting world. So it's two worlds that have mishmashed into one.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is that they talk about the small circles, yes, and how these small circles, but as I said, I'm so surprised I haven't met you before, because through the professional side of things, and also through the love of acting, and also the producing side and other things like that, I'm so surprised that we haven't met, but I'm so glad that you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
So, no problem. And one of the first things that we do on
three zombies with warts. Go get them. So you go get them and bring them. You know, it's the runaround person. I adored it. Anyway, so after that, I don't know why it happened, but Glenn Ellis said, are you willing to come to my place? I want to teach you how to be a boom operator. I go, what the hell is a boom operator?
Is that the big stick and it has a microphone at the end?
I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good, but what is it? You know? And he explained, well, it's the sound thing, it's the mic. I'm like, oh, I'm not good with technology. I have no. He goes, no, come over, I'll teach you. He taught me, and I was on suddenly every set. Every weekend I was out shooting. I forgot what my family even looked like.
Oh, no.
But seriously, he taught me everything I needed to know.
Do you need strength? Because I look at those boom operators,
yes,
and you have to have quite good muscle strength in your arms,
yes,
because you have to hold it there for quite a long time.
A long time. Lucky for me, I was actually a Pilates instructor at the time. Lucky for, see how everything just fell into place.
Yeah, there we go. There's another thing to the resume.
Hang on, did you have that in your research? I think you missed that one.
Oh, you never know.
I became a Pilates instructor.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have a Pilates instructor.
And my arms would be up. Well, it was 15-hour shoots non-stop. And yes, my arms would shake and they'd get exhausted. But I developed a strength for it. And because it's so related, I'm into sound, I'm into music. I had headphones on. I could really hear what I needed to be doing. It was so my thing. And the footwork itself, because you literally have to shadow the cameraman. If he takes a step to the right, you take a step to the right. But you crisscross your feet, you bend your knees, you're not allowed to make sound. And I felt like an action woman. It was awesome. Like, it was so fun. And then they said this speech at the end of the movie. They said, you know what, guys? Pick up your phone, just do a short movie. Just pick it up and just do something. Just have fun. And I thought, yeah, maybe one day. You know, I never thought about making my own movie. Never did I think that. But the strangest thing happened is after we finished shooting, I was exhausted. Like, I literally didn't even know what my name was. I just couldn't even think anymore. So I slept on a Sunday. I lay on the couch and I fell asleep. Must have been for a couple of hours. I just had a nana nap. The thing was, I ended up experiencing a sleep coma. It's a sleep paralysis. So what happens is your brain wakes up before your body. So I was in such a deep sleep. I've had them before. I knew what to do. The doctors, you know, I went to the doctor thinking I had something bad. They go, no, it's sleep paralysis. All you have to do is you relax, you count up to 3, you wiggle your fingers slowly, and your body will slowly wake up. Don't fight it, just relax. So I knew what to do. I had this sleep